Hey guys, this is Zach03 here, and today I will be talking to you guys about the history of the Dark Spear Trolls.
Exiled years ago from their lands in Stranglethorn Vale, the dark-speared trolls attempted to make a new life for themselves amongst the disparate races of the Horde. Under the leadership of the noble war chief Thrall, Vol'jin and his savage trolls had at last found the honor and purpose they had been searching for. But now, under the rule of the headstrong Garrosh Hellscream, the trolls fear that the Horde could tear itself apart. Vol'jin knows that whatever threats loom ahead, whether they be from within the Horde or from without, it is cunning trolls like you who will fight to preserve the honor of the Horde.
Once part of the Grubashi Empire, most of the trolls would eventually become Darkspear. The empire split in two. The trolls of the Grubashi Empire split into separate tribes, mostly because some trolls wanted to be free from other troll tribes. Exactly. There's no explanation why these trolls wanted to be in separate tribes. Now guys, we are going into the main part of the lore right now. This is the part where we talk about the home of the Darkspear, who the leaders were back then, and what happens to them, and how they experience with the humans, Naga, I guess you can say, and Thrall. Back then, the Darkspear tribe's homeland was the Stranglethorn Vale. Well, was the Stranglethorn Vale. As you can see on the map, you can see the Grubashi Arena. The Grubashi Arena was named after the troll. The whole group of trolls, before they split into two, groups, that was their arena where they would duel in. They settled on islands, also known as the Darkspear Islands, which were also known in Azeroth as the Broken Isles. They had many troubles on these islands. They had many fights with a group of Murlocs. One day, close to the islands, a group of orcs came close to the islands. They stole ships from humans earlier that day. When the orcs arrived close to the islands, the trolls found new enemies, first of all, because the humans actually went right past where the trolls lived on the Darkspear Islands, But they went right past where the Darkspear Islands were, and the trolls, of course, were angry at these humans. So the trolls found new enemies. A Terrell search party, led by a rogue named Kellen the Seeker, landed on the island to search for some orcs who had stolen some ships earlier that day, which were the orcs that stole the ships, of course. Some ships earlier that day, the trolls' fate sealed until the Orcish leader Warchief Thrall and his newly freed orcs escaped and left the ships on shore. Humans looked everywhere for these orcs. The orcs took shelter on the island after a heavy storm earlier that day. Well, it was kind of not earlier that day. It was kind of like maybe a couple hours after they arrived. After the orcs rested, they went and hid in the bushes or the trees or the jungle, whatever you want to call it, and waited to ambush humans. Well, the humans that were looking for the orcs. The orcs got them by surprise. The orcs fought the humans that day, and of course, the orcs won. But their victory was short-lived. Controlled by a sea witch, the underworld minions captured the leader of the Darkspear tribe at the time was Sen'jin, along with Thrall and some orcs, trolls, and humans. They were all brought to a prison made by caves underneath the island. Thrall then managed to free himself and the other orcs, but sadly not able to free/save the trolls. Sen'jin was sacrificed to the sea witch. Thrall then led the Darkspear trolls from the island. After returning to the island's surface, Thrall managed to fend off the sea witch and her Murloc minions. When done fighting, the orcs were setting sail for Kalmador to go back to their homeland. Under the new leader, Vol'jin, not Sen'jin anymore, but Vol'jin was the son of Sen'jin. Vol'jin swore allegiance to Thrall and his horde, and followed him to Kalimdor. This was a major part of the Trolls' history. Now guys, because of Vol'jin's action, this is why the Trolls have many hate relationships with other Trolls. They were once part as a big group, but now they split, and they were neutral with each other. But because Vol'jin swore allegiance with Thrall, this made other troll tribes angry. Because of this action, other troll tribes were now considered enemies, except the Raventusk, Shadowspear, and the Zandalari tribes. The orcs settled in Durotar, and the trolls settled a little bit south from there and carved out their own islands, known as the Echo Isles, of course, and on the east shore. And yeah, that's the new homeland known today. Yeah, guys, that's my first story of lore, part 1, Darkspear Trolls. Now, why I split, I know this is a short video, but why I'm splitting it into 2 videos. I want to make a old history video of the old history to now, and now, like the Wrath of the Lich King, Burning Crusade, whatever, Burning Crusade, to, Warlords of Draenor, and see if I can get a little bit what happens with the trolls in Legion. I'll soon find that out, but yeah, that was it. The Echo Isles, this is the Echo Isles, of course. Durotar's right there. These are the carved out lands of the trolls. Darkspear Trolls, to be exact. So yeah, see you guys later. Subscribe, please.